Well, this story causing lots of reaction, particularly on social media. Let's take you live now to our Tim Tongana, who is covering this story, and she is outside the Sans Souci School for Girls. Artie, good morning to you. Talk to me about the reaction that this video is causing, because by just looking at what is happening on social media, definitely people are quite angry today.
Not just on social media, Xoli, but you have people now coming to the school to come and see what is going to happen following that video that went viral. In fact, just a few minutes ago, we saw the Human Rights Commission trying to gain entry into the school. However, they were prevented by some of the people responsible for barring people from going inside the school, saying that there is currently a meeting that is taking place between members of the school governing body, trying to thoroughly probe this matter. And also, Xoli, they've called all the pupils who were inside the class to give statements regarding what happened. As well as you had earlier on in the morning during assembly, some of the school pupils holding an assembly in support of the teacher in this particular incident, saying it was not racially motivated. However, like I said, Xoli, a lot of people giving their reaction on the story, as well as COSAS, who I spoke to earlier on, saying that they are out here to support that particular learner who was involved in this incident. I'm going to ask my colleague, if he can, to slightly pan and show you that there are some members of the family, cousins of this particular pupil, who are out here to obviously also see what's going to happen following that incident. They're here with several friends close to that particular learner, and we understand, Xoli, that this is obviously a sensitive matter for them. However, they can't come on record to speak, but you can just see the frustration through their eyes and what they've been saying to me off record and how frustrated they are with the situation. They will give us an opportunity to air their views once adults are here, obviously their aunts, to come and give their views about what has happened. However, you're rightfully so, Xoli, that there is a lot of reaction following this incident, and I have with me an ex-member of Umkhonto weSizwe. Can you give us more about your designation before you tell us why you're out here?
Yeah, sure, Nomi. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and hello to the viewers. I'm an ex-military veteran of Umkhonto weSizwe. I'm linked very closely advising the Western Cape COSAS sector, and also linked in helping with the ANC Youth League in the Western Cape, specifically their chair on certain programs on the youth. So very much involved in all of those spheres.
So what do you make of this incident that transpired on that video?
I think it's intolerance. I think what we are trying to find today is a spirit of debate. I think what happened there from both sides is now creating a massive perception. The video has gone viral, and it is now blatantly called a racist incident. I think it's deeper than that. I don't think it's just black on white, which is absolutely terrible. I think it is about a teacher and a learner absolutely engaging on the wrong platform, and a teacher getting so intolerant by physically hitting a child. And that is wrong.
And how do you think the school should now go about dealing with this matter? Because reaction from social media points to race.
Sure it does. I think in this country, 3/4 of the debates today is race. I attended a meeting last night, funny enough, where Evia de Klerk was the spokesperson. And the first thing he said was, can we please go back to a unified country where race is secondary? This is not going to go away. This is a teacher that took on a role as a teacher. When you become a police officer, you know that there's going to be violence and you need to be tolerant. When you go to physically abusing a child by hitting it, you've lost the principles of being an educator. I totally understand that the modern era of discipline is no longer, that there is a lot of problems with what we call respect. But Ubuntu and umasakane nomhlanje must happen in this country, and when teachers cannot face a child anymore but have to hit them, we've lost total control.
And what do you think should happen going forward with regards to the school teacher and that particular pupil involved in this incident?
Firstly, there are family members of the girl that got hit. Secondly, there's COSAS members here, there's ANC members here. You cannot negotiate a settlement or a discussion through a metal gate like we used to do in the apartheid era. What we should have done is the principal should have come out here, asked a member of COSAS, a member of the family, a member of the Human Rights Commission to enter the school in a controlled situation and explain what are the actions currently being taken? No one here is violent, no one here is aggressive, everybody's upset, but if this country can't get around a table and just negotiate peace in this country between a student and a teacher, a family member and a citizen, where are we going? And I think us as the people that were in the struggle, that were in negotiations with the enemy, we are ready to negotiate, but not on this basis of being told through a gate we are not welcome.
All right, thank you very much. Some reaction here on the ground about this incident, Xoli. And I must mention there are unconfirmed reports that the family might be heading out to the police station together with that particular learner to lay charges. We will try to get hold of that family at this point in time. Like I said, there are members of the family that are here, as well as some close friends of that young girl in support of her, obviously following that incident that has now sparked so much reaction from both social media and on the ground. And I must mention, Xoli, that the Western Cape Education Department has issued a statement saying that they condemn corporal punishment as well as condemn ill discipline from learners. Now, an SGB meeting is currently taking place to look at this matter and to look at whether this particular teacher who is appointed by the school governing body should be suspended or disciplined or not, together with that learner involved in this particular incident.
All right, Ati, talk to me about the whereabouts of the teacher.
Well, at this stage, Xoli, we have not been told by the Western Cape Education Department where the school teacher is at this point in time. I'm just going to move out of shot. I see something is happening. Some school pupils coming out here. Obviously, similar to what happened earlier on, Xoli, when they held a peaceful protest during the assembly at the school, saying that this incident is
story, but certainly emotions very high outside the Sans Souci School for Girls. All right, let's talk